What if the remote control in your hand wasn't the only thing controlling your television? What if the service you pay for every month is also watching you back? It knows when you press pause. It knows when you rewind. It knows you prefer comedies on a Tuesday and dark thrillers on a Friday night. It even knows whether you're more likely to click on a movie poster showing a hero's face or one showing an abstract symbol. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of your Netflix account. Netflix has over 270 million subscribers worldwide. Its library is a vast, digital ocean of more than 13,000 titles. Faced with that much choice, the average person would be paralyzed, endlessly scrolling until they simply give up and turn off the TV. Yet, most of us don't. We open the app, and within seconds, we find something compelling enough to press play. This seamless experience is not an accident. It is the result of one of the most sophisticated and powerful pieces of code ever written, the Netflix recommendation algorithm. A system so effective, Netflix estimates it saves the company over $1 billion every single year. So how did a DVD by mail service build a secret code that knows what you want to watch, often before you do? And how does this complex system of data and prediction translate into one of the most dominant business strategies in modern history? That is the secret we are unlocking today. Our story begins not in a boardroom, but with a public competition. In 2006, Netflix was still primarily a company that mailed you red envelopes with DVDs inside. But they saw the future was in streaming, and they knew that in a world of infinite choice, the company that could best predict a user's taste would win. Their own in-house system, called Cinematch, was good, but not great. It could predict a user's movie rating with about 90% accuracy. To the outside world, that sounds impressive. But to Netflix, that 10 gap was $1 billion problem. It represented the viewers who got a bad recommendation, lost trust in the system, and eventually cancelled their subscription. So, they did something radical. They released a dataset of 100 million anonymous movie ratings from 500,000 users, and issued a public challenge. Anyone who could build an algorithm that beat Cinematch by 10 would win $1 million. This was the Netflix prize. For 3 years, thousands of the world's brightest data scientists, engineers, and academics competed. They weren't just fighting for money, they were trying to solve the fundamental puzzle of human preference. The competition revealed that the key wasn't just looking at what you watched. It was about finding users who were just like you, your taste doppelgangers, and recommending what they loved but you hadn't seen yet. This is a concept called collaborative filtering. Imagine user A loves The Matrix, Blade Runner, and Inception. User B loves The Matrix, Blade Runner, and Interstellar. The algorithm identifies the pattern. It sees that A and B have similar tastes. So, it recommends Interstellar to user A and Inception to user B. Now, multiply this simple interaction by millions of users and billions of data points. In 2009, a team called Belcore's Pragmatic Chaos finally crossed the finish line, improving on Cinematch by 10.06. They claimed the prize. But in doing so, they had given Netflix something far more valuable than an algorithm. They had proven that a deep, mathematical understanding of user taste was not just possible, but could be engineered. They had laid the foundation for everything that was to come. Here is the secret most people misunderstand. When we talk about the Netflix algorithm, we are not talking about a single, monolithic code. We are talking about a complex ecosystem of algorithms working together, each with a specific job. First, there's the personalized video ranker, or PVR. This is the evolution of the Netflix prize winner. It looks at your entire history, every show you've watched, every rating you've given, the time of day you watch, and creates a ranked list of titles it thinks you'll enjoy. This is the master list. But you don't just see a list. You see rows. This is where the second system comes in, the row sorter. This algorithm's only job is to curate and rank the categories themselves. It decides whether to show you the critically acclaimed sci-fi fantasy row first, or the comedies with a strong female lead row. It's personalizing the entire store layout, just for you. Next, and perhaps most ingeniously, is the artwork personalization algorithm. Netflix discovered that the image you see has a massive impact on whether you click play. So for a single movie like Good Will Hunting, they created multiple pieces of artwork. If you watch a lot of comedies, Netflix might show you a thumbnail featuring Robin Williams. If you prefer romance, it might show you the poster of Matt Damon and Minnie Driver. If you're a fan of celebrity-driven films, it will show you a simple poster with both stars' faces. Each user sees the artwork that is statistically most likely to appeal to them. The product itself doesn't change, but the advertisement for it is tailored to your unique psychological profile. Finally, there's the algorithm that drives the business itself, the content decision engine. Before Netflix spends $200 million on a film like The Gray Man, they already know the audience for it exists. Their data can tell them how many people love Ryan Gosling, how many love Chris Evans, how many watch big-budget action thrillers, and what the overlap is. The infamous greenlighting of House of Cards wasn't a gamble. It was a calculation. Netflix knew there was a huge audience for the original British series. They knew that films starring Kevin Spacey performed exceptionally well. And they knew that films directed by David Fincher were consistently completed by their users. The intersection of these three datasets was a massive, untapped audience. The algorithm didn't just recommend a show, it told them what show to create. To fuel this complex system, Netflix needs data. Lots of it. And it collects far more than you might think. It doesn't just record that you watched a show. It records everything about how you watched it. When did you watch? This helps them understand viewing habits and primetime patterns. What device did you use? A user watching on a phone might prefer shorter episodes, while a home theater viewer might prefer epic films. Did you pause? Pausing frequently could signal distraction or disinterest. Did you rewind or rewatch scenes? This is a powerful signal of engagement. When did you abandon a show? If millions of people stop watching a series at the exact same moment in episode 3, that's a crucial data point for writers and producers on future projects. What searches did you make? Even your searches for content they don't have is valuable data, signaling demand for new acquisitions or productions. This data is used to create what Netflix calls story communities or taste clusters. Instead of relying on broad, demographic buckets like women aged 18 to 34, Netflix groups you with people who share your specific viewing DNA, regardless of age, gender, or location. It's why they were able to create over 76,000 alt-genres or microgenres. Categories as specific as critically acclaimed goofy action comedies or visually striking foreign language dramas. They are describing content with a vocabulary so granular that they can always find the perfect niche label to appeal to one of your taste clusters. You aren't just a subscriber. You are a living, breathing collection of data points, constantly teaching the machine how to serve you better. This brings us to the core insight. The billion-dollar secret to the Netflix algorithm. The system's ultimate goal is not to find you a movie you will rate 5 stars. Its goal is to maximize the amount of time you spend watching and minimize the amount of time you spend searching. Every piece of the algorithmic ecosystem is designed to remove friction and eliminate doubt. The raw sorting, the personalized artwork, the auto-playing trailers, it's all a carefully engineered path to get your finger to hit play as quickly as possible. Because the more you watch, the more value you feel you are getting from your subscription. The more value you feel, the less likely you are to cancel. It is, first and foremost, a retention machine. That $1 billion in value isn't just about preventing people from leaving. It's about making their content production brutally efficient. By knowing what audiences want before they even produce it, they avoid expensive flops and ensure their massive $17 billion annual content budget is spent with precision. The algorithm isn't just a feature of the product. The algorithm is the product. Netflix isn't selling you access to a library of content. It's selling you a perfectly curated, friction-free entertainment experience, tailored to your exact mood at any given moment. The Netflix strategy represents a fundamental shift in business. It's the evolution from a one-to-many broadcast model, where a studio creates one product for millions, to a one-to-one personalization model. Netflix doesn't have one storefront. It has 270 million different storefronts, each one uniquely designed for a single customer. The profound lesson here is that in the digital economy, the data about your customer is becoming more valuable than the product you sell to them. By understanding the user at a granular level, you can not only sell them more, but you can create the very things they don't yet know they want. This is a playbook now being copied by every major player, from Disney Plus to Amazon Prime. The secret code of Netflix isn't just about predicting movies. It's about predicting people. And in the battle for our attention, the company that knows us best wins. If you learn something new, hit the like button and subscribe for more strategy breakdowns. And let us know in the comments, what company strategy should we unlock next?